Good morning, guys. I am officially starting my weekly summer vlogs. We are just about to head out of town momentarily, so I just went and got the mail one last time before we leave. So we're just packing up the car and about to head out.
Is that a video?
I'm pretty sure we're the only family who takes long road trips with 3 ferrets in the back seat. We just stopped at this little viewpoint to take a quick break and stretch our legs and take the dog out of the car and let her walk around, and it's so insanely beautiful here.
When did she ever do this? She came right down this hill.
Really?
Yeah, all by herself. Oh, jeez. Why would you pull over there? Where there's the big flashing bear sign. Take a picture of that bear sign. God, it's huge. It's a grizzly. Oh my God, it's a grizzly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a grizzly bear. Ah! Ah! I told you. She says it's a rock. That rock shook its head. Oh my God. We saw a grizzly.
I look super greasy because I just put on sunscreen and then tinted moisturizer right after, so none of it has like really absorbed, but it is the next day. I didn't vlog at all last night because I got in and I was so tired. I went to bed and I slept for like a little over 12 hours, but the night before I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. because I was packing and I was getting all my videos ready to upload, which by the time this is going up, you might have already seen all those videos, so I hope you guys have enjoyed them. Also, I just realized it kind of looks like I'm naked, but I'm not. I'm wearing a dress over my bathing suit because we are about to go to the hot springs, which is probably my favorite place in the entire world.
Jeez, they got some big horns, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Hence the term bighorn sheep.
We came out here to see the ground squirrels because they're one of our favorite animals. He's not happy, he's peeping at us. We'll get 2 of them, please. Okay, good. Got a fresh matcha cashew milk. I got one for my mom too. You like it?
Love it.
We're out at the pond turtle watching. It's the first one we've seen.
Oh. Oh. Hi there, man. You look like Periwinkle. You do.
How?
Little puggy nose there.
We don't have any Wi-Fi or like cable or anything up here, so I brought 7 different books to read for my 3-week trip, and I'm hoping that's going to last me because I'm a pretty fast reader and it's like literally one of the only things I do, and I just read everywhere. Like I bring a book to the hot springs. So today at the hot springs I started reading Wildflower by Drew Barrymore. I figured it was one of my like lighter reads, so I would start off with it. I really love autobiographies. This is our ferret room. Yeah, you heard me right. Our ferrets have their own room here. And someone is sleeping in the tunnel here. Oh, hello. Hello, baby. What are you doing? Am I bugging you? Am I bugging you? He's like, let me sleep, Mom. Oh, someone else had to come see what was going on. You're so bald. Iggy's the oldest and he's getting sick now, so he's losing all his hair and he looks so sad. Hello.
Yeah, the ants eat the sticky stuff. There's sticky stuff because they come out like a ball, see? Like this.
Yeah, I know that.
And then the ant eats all the sticky stuff, and that's what loosens up, so it can open.
Really?
Yeah, if they didn't have that, they wouldn't open.
How do they bloom when you have them in your house then?
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
I just need to say that this Clarins lip oil has been an absolute lifesaver for me. I've had this since last fall, but I just dug it out again because my lips are finally starting to get drier on Accutane. They're still not like horrible, but they look really bad, and this really like smooths over them and perfects them. And it just really creates like a nice protective coating over them. Like sometimes I'll even put on a regular lip balm and put this in like over top of it just so it stays on longer. It's called the Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. Hopefully you guys can see that. I highly recommend this if you're also on Accutane. It makes my lips look like they're not even dry. Also, I have the Pixie Glow Mud Mask on. I'm breaking out a little bit, so I figured I would use this. I brought a ton of deluxe size samples on my trip. I realized earlier today that I completely forgot to go and get my monthly blood work done for Accutane because I was just so busy this past week and I didn't even think about it, and now I'm gone for 3 weeks and I don't really know what to do, but that really sucks and I'm kind of mad at myself for forgetting that. But I will say that it feels so nice to not be so self-conscious about my skin. Like my skin is still so far from perfect, but I've just always been so self-conscious. Like out here, I don't really wear much makeup at all, but I've become so much more confident about my skin lately, and I feel so much better not wearing makeup now, and it's just an extremely nice feeling. But I think I'm gonna go to bed now. It's 10:30 and I'm literally a grandma. This is like way past my bedtime, and I just want to like sleep and relax. It's so nice to just be out here and not have to worry about anything. I was literally in bed by 8:30 yesterday. I was so exhausted, but I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good morning, guys. I am going to try and vlog more today now that I'm like more situated and a little bit better rested, but I need to go make some coffee. I rarely ever drink coffee at home, as you guys know, but I really drink more coffee out here for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to go make some coffee and some breakfast and then probably go back to the hot springs at some point. I applied a little bit of self-tan yesterday for the first time in weeks because I've been so lazy. So I need to rinse that off first. But those are my plans for today as of right now. If you saw my vlogs in Toronto, I tried coffee with coconut milk instead of soy milk. So I decided to try doing that at home instead. I usually have almond milk, which is back in there, but I think almond milk is honestly really disgusting in coffee. So I'm gonna try homemade coffee with coconut milk now. And I'm having Kicking Horse coffee. It's from right here in BC. So for breakfast, I'm having cereal with the coconut milk once again, and then I cut up a peach, which is very mushy and unappetizing looking, but it actually tastes really good. And then an apricot on top of that. This is like a new, I think it's new, special case cereal that's coconut, almonds, and cranberries. So that should be really good. And then just my coffee and my water. Super cloudy over the mountains right now, but it's still pretty early, so it'll probably clear up once it gets a little bit warmer out.
He's just biting the little things on my shoe.
Hey, 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 okay.
She's gonna get vicious with you. She's gonna think that's her toy now.
Okay, stop it. Why do you want to bite everything? Are you a beast? Do you want to bite this? Of course you do.
Earlier in the vlog when we saw the grizzly bear, that was actually really close to town here. So today after the hot springs, we went driving. There's like a stretch of highway right now, kind of just outside the town. It's like 10 kilometers or so. And there's like a huge electric road sign that says like bear warning essentially, and that there's no stopping for the next 10 kilometers because it's been so insanely overpopulated by bears this year. So we went and drove through after the hot springs and we saw 2 black bears, not together, just like separate occurrences, which is crazy. I tried to film it, but because you can't stop, and it's a highway, we were going too fast, but that's insane, which this makes it seem like since I'm Canadian I see bears like every day or something. I feel like that's probably the impression someone is getting, but I honestly haven't seen a bear since I think I was like 12. I did used to see them kind of regularly when I was a kid and we used to go camping like every summer, but I haven't seen a bear in a crazy long time, and I think I've only really seen black bears. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure we'll go back and I will try and continue to get them on camera so you guys can see them. I'm just sitting out on the patio. It's much later now because me and my mom both came home and we fell asleep for like 3 hours. That's why I'm in my pajamas. You'll probably see me a lot in these pajamas this summer because it's like the only short sleeve pajamas I have at the moment. 1 book down, 6 more to go. I need to start picking up the pace, I think. These are the other 6 books I brought and I don't know what to read next. Wildflower was really good, by the way. I highly recommend it. I really didn't know much about Drew Barrymore at all, but this book was really interesting. It really I could really relate to a lot of the things she talked about. So even if you're like me and you don't know much about her, I'd highly recommend picking this up for the summer. It was just like a nice light, fast read too, but it was really engaging. I think it would be a good like beach or pool read. Chuck Klosterman and Jonathan Safran Foer are 2 of my favorite authors. I haven't read Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I really love Everything is Illuminated. It's one of my absolute favorite books. I've read it a few times, and I also really love the movie too. And I didn't know this was a movie. I don't know how I missed that, but I'm excited to read this. I don't read a lot of fiction, and he's one of the only fiction authors that I really like. That's my only fiction book that I brought. And Chuck Klosterman as well. I really loved his books Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs and Fargo Rock City, and this has been on my to-read list for a while, so I'm glad I'm going to finally get around to it. We are planning on going for a really big walk today, but the weather has ended up being super gloomy. It started raining at around 10 and it's just been pouring ever since. I swear I'm bringing the rain with me because I went to Toronto and it rained all weekend when the weather had been like super nice before that. I went home, it rained nonstop for the few weeks I was back, and now I'm here and it just started raining again. But we've just been having a super chill day because of that. We've been reading and like watching movies and stuff and just hanging out. So I decided to pull out my makeup bag for the first time so far on this trip because I was pretty bored. So I thought I would do like a quick little makeup of the day because this is pretty much the extent of the makeup I wear when I'm out here. Most days I just do a tinted moisturizer like you've seen the past couple days, but this is kind of my like slightly more done makeup look, and then maybe like 1 or 2 times we'll go out for a nice dinner and I'll put on more makeup. But for the most part, this is what I do, so I thought I would share with you guys the products that I use. So my makeup is extremely simple, as I'm sure you could already tell. It's just all face products, but I use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I have become super obsessed with this and I know I'm going to wear it all summer. And I recently bought the shade Light. I just had Fair before, so I mix these 2 together because I do have a bit of self tan on. And then I use this double-ended IT Cosmetics brush for the first time today. This is really nice. It's very kind of like, I don't know, it's not dense. I always want to say flimsy, but I feel like that's not a very good descriptive word. I mentioned that I want to take advantage of having not so oily skin this summer and try out more liquid and cream products, and I'm true to my word, and I found that I really prefer liquids to creams. So on my cheeks, I use Dandelion Dew by Benefit. Girl Meets Pearl highlighter, also by Benefit, and then Do the Hula, also by Benefit, which is their liquid bronzer. And then I did just like the tiniest little bit of Gimme Brow, and then just to set my T-zone, I used, where's the name? The Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder. I lost the lid for this forever ago, so thankfully it has this little cover over the sifter, just because the IT Cosmetics CC Cream can be a little bit shiny. Hopefully we'll go do something soon because I'm starting to get a little bit bored. The rain is like just starting to ease off, so hopefully we can go to the hot springs or something like that. I had to take off my necklace because this morning, I don't know if it's gonna show on camera, but I woke up and like the skin all underneath my necklace was all like red and irritated, and I'm not sure why. I'm like wondering if I didn't apply sunscreen well enough there, but like I took off the necklace when I put on my sunscreen, so I don't know. It's annoying though because I love that necklace so much. I forgot my vlogging camera in the car after going to the hot springs, so I had to come down and get it by myself and come through this very creepy parking garage. But we stopped at the little grocery store and I'm making baked potatoes for dinner, which I'm very excited about. You sick of my shit? I'm outside looking for hummingbirds because I guess they tend to come to the feeders one last time before the sun goes down, and I figure since it's been raining all day non-stop, they probably haven't been to them. It was supposed to be storming all day today, but it's actually gotten quite nice out. It's nice and sunny. It's just like super windy, so I'm sitting out on the deck eating some sun chips and reading and just chilling out. This is how I spent most of the summer here last year because my mom was actually really sick. She was in the hospital for quite a few days last summer, so I just like sat out here all day because I don't drive. I couldn't really do much. Last summer though, we came a little bit later in the year, so it was like plus 40 30 and I just sat out here and like roasted all day. So this is a little bit more tolerable. We're grocery shopping now, and my mom always gets mad at me when I vlog in public because she finds it really awkward. So see how long it takes for her to yell at me. I need to buy conditioner while I'm here. I brought like a couple travel size bottles, but seriously, one travel size bottle is like one use for my hair. So I don't know what to do. I don't usually use drugstore conditioners, so I don't know what to pick. I'm going to try this Garnier Whole Blends Coconut Oil and Cocoa Butter Conditioner. I haven't really heard anything about this, but I've seen so many commercials and I'm intrigued, and you guys know I'm obsessed with anything coconut. For dinner tonight, I'm having salad with blue cheese dressing and cherry tomatoes, baked butternut squash, and then mandarin veggie chicken. I think this is where I'm going to end this week's vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've never done like weekly vlogs before, so please bear with me while I figure everything out. I feel like daily vlogs are just a lot different because you're just filming way more of every single day, and weekly vlogs are a little bit different because you're just doing like kind of like the highlights of things, I guess. This vlog was only Tuesday to Saturday night, so my next vlogs will probably be longer. I'm not totally sure. Tuesday was when we left for our trip, so I didn't start the vlog until then because it just didn't make sense to start it earlier. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you do like these weekly vlogs so I'll know. But I'm gonna head to bed, so I will talk to you guys in next week's vlog.